We begin during a party at the Washington family's lodge on Blackwood Mountain in Alberta, Canada, where a cruel prank causes Hannah Washington to run into the surrounding woods at night. Hannah's twin sister, Beth, finds her, but the two are pursued by a flamethrower-wielding stranger, resulting in them falling off of a cliff's edge. No bodies are found by the police, and the sisters are declared missing. A year later, Hannah and Beth's brother, Josh, invites the group from the previous party, Hannah's friend, Sam Giddings, Josh's friend, Chris Hartley, Chris's love interest, Ashley Brown, new couple Emily Davis and Matt Taylor, Emily's ex-boyfriend, Mike Monroe, and Mike's new girlfriend, Jessica Riley, back to the lodge. Despite tensions between members of the group and reservations about returning after the tragedy that occurred, all 7 accept Josh's invitation. Each member of the group arrives at the surrounding lodge area via a cable car located at the base of the mountain before engaging in separate activities. As the night progresses, Mike and Jessica relocate to a nearby guest cabin for romantic privacy, where she's abducted by an unseen figure. Mike's pursuit of her attacker leads him to an abandoned sanatorium, which contains information about a 1952 cave-in on the mountain that trapped a group of miners. Mike finds Jessica barely alive on a mine shaft elevator just before it plummets to the depths below, causing Mike to presume her death. Meanwhile, Josh, Ashley, Chris, and Sam find themselves terrorized by the Psycho, a masked man, in the lodge. Josh is cut in half by a torture device set up by the Psycho, who then pursues Sam through the lodge's lower levels. The Psycho's torment of the friends culminates with Chris being ordered to shoot Ashley or himself under the threat of them both being killed by giant saw blades. Matt and Emily, having been alerted to the Psycho's presence, discover that the cable car has been locked, rendering it unusable to escape the mountain, and the two head to a nearby radio tower to request help. The request is successfully received, but the responder states that the group will not be rescued until dawn due to a storm. An unknown creature causes the radio tower to collapse into the mines below it, separating Matt and Emily. Looking for a way out, Emily stumbles upon the location where Beth and Hannah fell, with Beth's severed head located nearby, before encountering the stranger, who assists her before she's chased by the creature on her way out of the mines. Mike and Sam reunite with Ashley and Chris just as the Psycho appears before them and reveals himself as Josh, who orchestrated the events around the lodge as revenge for his sister's presumed deaths. He denies any responsibility for Jessica's death, but Mike and Chris, not trusting him after his recent actions as the Psycho, tie him up in a nearby shed to remain there until the authorities arrive at dawn. At the lodge, Sam, Mike, Chris, Ashley, and Emily are confronted by the stranger, who reveals that the creatures who kidnapped Jessica and attacked Matt and Emily are Windigos, former human miners who became feral creatures due to a supernatural cursed spirit possession after resorting to cannibalism during the 1952 mine collapse. Chris and the stranger travel to the shed to rescue Josh, but discover him missing, and the stranger is killed by a Windigo while attempting to return to the lodge. The group relocates to the safety of Josh's observation room in the lodge basement, where he has camera monitors set up. Ashley discovers Emily was bitten by a Windigo during her escape from the mines, which panics the group, almost leading Mike to shoot and kill her, as they suspect that she's contaminated and will transform into a Windigo herself. Afterward, they find the stranger's journal he left behind with his belongings, which reveals that Windigoism is not transferred by bites, meaning Emily is not infected. Mike sets out for the mines by way of the sanatorium, believing that a Windigo took Josh to its lair in the mines, and that Josh has the cable car key the group needs to escape the mountain. Upon reading the journal further, the group discovers additional information regarding Windigos, including their inability to see non-moving targets, their ability to mimic their prey, and that their spirit is released upon death, allowing it to possess another host. Armed with this new information, the rest of the group follows after Mike in an attempt to assist him, with Ashley and Chris nearly falling victim to a Windigo's human mimicry along the way, when it imitates Jessica's voice calling for help. Reaching a steep rock wall dead end in the mines, Sam, who is athletic with climbing experience, proceeds alone, while the rest of the group heads back to the lodge. Afterward, Sam reunites with Mike, and together they explore the mines, finding several clues related to Hannah and Beth, including Hannah's makeshift diary, which reveals that she survived the fall 1 year ago, while Beth died from it. Hannah dug a crudely marked grave and buried Beth in it, but after weeks of starvation due to not having any food, and with no means of escape, Hannah dug up Beth's body and cannibalized it, transforming Hannah into a Windigo. Sam and Mike also discovered the decapitated head and body of the stranger, carried back to the mines by the Windigo. Eventually, Sam and Mike find Josh, with his weakened mental state causing him to have hallucinations of his sisters and his psychiatrist, Dr. Alan Hill, who Josh has been experiencing imaginary therapy sessions with in his mind the entire night. Sam tells Josh about Hannah and gets the cable car key from him before climbing another rock wall to the surface to head back to the lodge and update the rest of the group. Mike attempts to lead Josh to safety back through the mines, however, they're separated when Josh is attacked by a Windigo. Due to Sam's relaying of her discovery to Josh, he's able to recognize the Windigo as Hannah, and as he calls her name aloud, she has a faint recognition of him as well, causing her to drag him away instead of killing him. Jessica and Matt, both still alive, meet up and escape through the mines while evading Hannah. Mike catches up to Sam outside the lodge, and the two head toward the basement to meet up with the rest of the group, only to find them running towards them, away from a group of Windigos. The group runs for the lodge's door to escape, but are forced to stop suddenly and remain perfectly still to avoid detection when they see Hannah hanging from the lodge's ceiling. The pursuing Windigos arrive, and a fight ensues between them and Hannah, leading to a gas leak when Hannah throws one into the fireplace's gas pipe. Mike and Sam work together, with Mike breaking the light bulb in a nearby fixture, exposing the filament wire inside to the gas-filled air, and Sam making noise to distract Hannah while the rest of the group escapes. After all the other group members have escaped, leaving only Sam and the Windigos inside, she runs for the rear door, flipping the light switch at it, causing the broken bulb to ignite the gas, resulting in an explosion that destroys the lodge, propelling her through the rear door and killing the Windigos. Following the explosion, Windigo spirits escape, and a rescue helicopter arrives to retrieve all the group members, excluding Josh, who is still in the mines. The group members are then interviewed by the authorities about the events on the mountain, where they implore them to search the mines. Upon doing so, the authorities eventually locate Josh, who, after being trapped in the mines for some time, has also turned to cannibalism to survive, consuming the stranger's head. Being possessed by an escaped Windigo spirit, Josh has already begun his transformation into a Windigo and is feral, leading him to attack the authorities.